Article 4, Section 1, we're on a new article now. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state, and the Congress may by general laws prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proved and the effect thereof. States have to accept one another's laws. What's law in one state is not necessarily law in the next state, but this is where you have to respect other states' marriages comes in. If you are convicted of a felony in one state, you are still considered a convicted felon in another state, even though, what the felony was may not be on the books in the next state over. Things along those lines.
Yeah. Of course, the marriage probably only applied at the time. Even people nowadays would be opposite sex marriages. I'm guessing.
Yeah, well,
like if you get married in, say, your state, and you go to the next state over, it doesn't think like, you're not married.
I mean, there were people who were trying to pass laws that would have done that, in the lead up to Oberfell. Saying we won't recognize opposite sex marriages, or we won't recognize same-sex marriages that are performed in other states, which is blatantly unconstitutional.
Yeah, and they're doing the same thing with like some states for abortion. You can't go to another state. If you go to another state to get abortion, you can still get arrested apparently.
Yeah, which blatantly unconstitutional.
Yeah, luckily that in my state, that 10-year-old went to Indiana before they passed illegal law too.
Yeah, well, come to Washington, we have abortions.
That's your state motto.
Literally, there was a huge billboard on I-5 at the border with Oregon, which also has abortions, but anyway, saying, in Washington state, you have a right to choose.
Hopefully,
yeah.
Hopefully, our future vice president won't change that by making it nationally illegal.
I mean, he can try, but I don't think he's got the votes.
Or I'm thinking of our new senator what to do that. Maybe both of them do.
I mean, probably both of them.
Because they're both from Ohio. They're both Ohio. One's a former senator and one's a future senator.
Yeah, no. Whereas both of my senators are fighting the good fight.
Can they move here and become our senators, please? But anyways, all right.
We've got people to spare in Washington that are better than your senators, but that's a low bar.
So full faith and credit given to each state.
Yeah. You have to respect the other states. The other states are real, and their laws and regulations are real.
Okay.
Congress can set how these things get passed from state to state, but Congress can't just say, well, I don't think we should respect the sovereignty of this state's court, because constitutionally you have to respect the sovereignty of each state.